Looking to know more about your celebrities and life on the Fab Lane? Get ready for a scintillating moment. This is NX Daily Top 5 Lifestyle. Follow us on our social media platforms for the following stories and more. At number 5. U.S. rapper Tay-K sentenced for murder. American rapper Tay-K has been sentenced to 55 years in prison for his role in a 2016 murder. A Tarrant County, Texas jury found Tay-K guilty of murder in July. The rapper was accused of participating in a botched July 2016 home invasion robbery that left 21-year-old Ethan Walker dead. Tay-K was 16 years old at the time of the incident. He was also found guilty of aggravated in the robbery and shooting of Zachary Belotti, who was wounded but survived. According to the Fort Worth Star-Telegram, the 19-year-old rapper, legal name Tamar McClintyre, also received a 30-year prison sentence for aggravated robbery and 2 13-year sentences on 2 additional counts of aggravated robbery. The sentences will be served concurrently. He was also ordered to pay a total of $21,000 in fines. Prosecutor Jim Hudson said in court, and I quote, "We can't control him when he's out in the streets and we can't control him when he's behind bars." End of quotes. Tay-K is also facing a capital murder charge in Bexar County, Texas, where he allegedly shot and killed a 23-year-old photographer named Mark Anthony Saldivar. In addition, he's facing 3 lawsuits: a wrongful death lawsuit from Saldivar's mother, a lawsuit from Ethan Walker's parents and Zachary Belotti, who was also harmed in the July 2016 home invasion robbery, and a lawsuit from Oni Skip Pepe and his wife, Barbara. The Peppers claim that Tay-K assaulted Skip in the park in May 2017. Counting off to number 4, Lamar Odom branches out to Kardashians saying, "I miss you guys." Lamar Odom has 0 regrets about his reality TV past. In fact, he says the experience was the best part of his adult life and he desperately wants to repair his relationship with the Kardashians. 39-year-old Odom in a recent interview said he's taking up motivational speaking with a company called Mic Drop, which has become therapeutic for him. He's learning to forgive himself for the mistakes he's made in the past, from drug use to other bad life decisions. One of those mistakes, Lamar said, he feels he's failed as a father, but he's including his children in his motivational speaking work, and it's bringing his family closer together. Here's what he had to say, and I quote, "This is a great way for me to make up the time I lost with them and help them get better as well." End of quote. As for reality TV, there are lots of people who feel doing a reality show is a recipe for disaster, but Lamar says he wouldn't go back and change a thing. And here's what he had to say: "Doing reality TV and being married to Chloe, besides having children and besides me doing this motivational speaking that I'm going to start doing, that was the most memorable part and the best part of my adulthood. So there's nothing I regret about that, and hopefully me going to public speaking can even bring me closer to the Kardashians and help me rebuild that bridge." End of quote. Lamar has previously talked about how he will always love Chloe despite the fact that she's moved on, but it seems now he'll settle for a non-romantic friendship. Coming at number 3, Kim Kardashian shocked by nude photo scandal. Kim Kardashian West says she is shocked and saddened by recent allegations against Marcus Hyde by models claiming the photographer tried to bribe them for nude photos. Hyde, who was a longtime photographer for Kim and Kanye, has come under fire by numerous women this week. In one alleged DM conversation between Hyde and a model, he asked her for nude photos, saying he'll do a shoot with her for free if she sent. When the model refused, Hyde allegedly said the charges would be $2,000 for the shoot. Kim said of the situation, and I quote, "My experiences have always been professional and I am deeply shocked, saddened and disappointed to learn that other women have had very different experiences. I stand in full support of every woman's right to not be harassed, asked or pressured to do anything they're not comfortable with." End of quote. Kim goes on to end her statement saying, "We cannot allow this type of behavior to go unnoticed and I applaud those who speak out." End of quote. Hyde almost lost his life in a car accident in October of last year when his Mercedes went 200 feet off embankment. The incident left him in a coma for weeks, and he was seen at Kanye's Sunday service performance at Coachella for the first time since the incident. Hyde has not yet publicly commented on the allegations but deleted his Instagram account. Rolling down to number 2. Kevin Hart's alleged sex tape extortionist says he didn't do anything wrong. The extortionist in Kevin Hart's alleged sex tape says he didn't do anything wrong. He said that he was just trying to make some money and happened to have a newsworthy celebrity sex tape worth selling. According to new legal docs, Hart's former friend Jonathan Jackson, who's facing 2 felony counts for attempted extortion and extortion by threatening letter, denies ever contacting Kevin about the sex tape or threatening him in any way. Instead, Jackson claims he was contacted by a man who said he was, in quote, Hollywood sex tape broker and offered him $10,000 for the video. Jackson says he declined, but began negotiation for a higher price, but they never struck a deal. According to the docs, Jackson believes this sex tape broker was actually someone working on Hart's behalf to obtain the video and keep it under wraps. When the attempt failed, Jackson says Kevin likely felt embarrassed and ashamed of his behavior and came up with the extortion angle to make himself a victim. Jackson claims the truth is there was never any extortion attempt or threat, just a guy with a sex tape trying to lawfully and legally engage in the sale of information to news outlets. On that note, Jackson wants all of his electronic data obtained by a search warrant tossed from the criminal case. He claims law enforcement made up facts like saying he asked for $5 million from Hart to establish probable cause, so the warrant was improperly authorized. Jackson was an actor and a close friend of Hart's for more than 15 years. After it was revealed he was the alleged extortionist, Kevin tweeted, and I quote, "Mind-blowing, hurt, at a loss for words, and simply in complete disbelief at the moment. Wow." End of quote. And finally at number 1, Channing Tatum's permanent restraining order. Channing Tatum is now legally protected from a woman who broke into his home and squatted there for more than a week. The woman made herself comfortable in Tatum's crib for 10 days back in June. And on Tuesday, a judge ordered her to stay 100 yards away from Channing, his estranged wife, and Jenna Dewan, and their child, Everly. The intruder can't make contact with them either. Channing's current girlfriend, Jessie J, is not one of the protected parties. One of Channing's personal assistant discovered the woman making herself comfortable at Channing's home while he was out of town. His assistant performed a citizen's arrest until cops were able to arrive and take her away. Authorities say the woman had some personal belongings in the crib. According to Channing, acknowledged the woman had paid him a visit before, claiming she knew him. The attorney, Blair Beck, was in court on Channing's behalf as Tatum is currently in London. Burke provided an email that the woman sent in which she claimed that she had a relationship with Channing and that she believed that he communicated with her via music. The restraining order is in place for 5 years. And that's it for today on NX Daily Top 5 Lifestyle. You can watch this and more stories on our social media platforms on Facebook and Instagram at Nigezie Extreme. Tweet at us at Nigezie TV. And you can visit our website at www.nigezie.tv.